is a culture that has been born based on it being attributed to the origin, which is Africa. The origin.
That's right.
All right, so now,
how about the rhythm?
When I say
the flow,
my flows with the way I spit, put your hands where my eyes can see. Hit you with no delaying, so what you singing, yo? Silly with the 9 milli with the dilly, yo. So that's on a rhythm level, right? It's Africa rhythm. All right, let's take it further. When you do a bongo, that's all Africa.
Wow.
It's not America.
I can't take it.
It is what it is. Hit you with no delaying, so what you singing, yo?
Let them know. Let them know.
I'm taking it always back to the origin. So I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to dispute the truth. Y'all could invest your time and waste it trying to dispute the truth. Can't change the truth. Only lies change.
Oh, man.
Jetta Jeff.
Thank you for being here, man.
Jetta Jeff.
Yo, thank you for being on the pioneer of the hip.
It's the truth.
Man,
It's the truth.
Stay yourself, real. Be yourself.
Always see Latino and Black. And I think we just so a part of each other's cultural significance. Not only as tropical people, but even here in the United States, where the multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but it's a mix-up of all of our cultures. And in the urban community, you know, the Latino and the West Indian has the greatest influence, and we've always had, and we'll always will, and it's just been that way. So I've actually been influenced by the Latino community, which allows me to feel that much more comfortable putting my West Indian influence in my music, because they made me feel that much more proud to be like, yeah man, me's a Jamaican, and I say it. But I'm just saying, a lot of the times, it ain't until you're made to feel comfortable giving it to the people.
Oh, yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as Busta Rhymes has decided to jump out there once again and say things that make entirely no sense and talk in circles and try to make it mean something when he's talking about hip-hop. The culture that we live every day that is American comes from Africa. And like y'all heard him say right there 4 years ago, West Indies and Latin influence. Now recently, it got to circulating on Twitter. I seen it. People sending it to me. My homies telling me about it. That Busta Rhymes jumped out there now and said that put your hands where my eyes can see. The dealio, dealio, dealio and all that. It's coming from African roots. But we have to just keep this 1,000, Busta Rhymes. Why are you lying? Because your song was sampled from a soft rock American group, Seals and Cross, Sweet Green Fields. That's where you got that beat from. That's where all that is created from. Now, you might have heard that beat, and I don't know who produced it, but you might have liked it and thought, hey, this is an African sound or this is an African group. And we're not here to downplay Africa's like creation of sound and having drums and things like that back in the day. But we gonna keep this 1,000. The lingo, the language, the slang, that's all American, bro. And rapping is American. So what are you talking about? We don't have no culture. You're giving it to these other countries, but not FBAs, Foundational Black American. This is not a debate. These are the facts. You can say you don't want to talk about it, Busta. You don't want to have the conversation, as you've been asked before by other people. What are you getting at? What do you mean by this? Where's all these things coming from when everything that you saying predates the years of these things you talking about when it comes to America, bro? We keeping it all the way 1,000. We'll just say it like this. If America has no culture, why is American music being sampled? Black Americans created rock and roll, Busta Rhymes, not in Africa. If that's the case, how come African artists don't sound like American artists to this day? How come they don't have the lyricists? How come they don't have the rappers? How come they don't have those type of producers that are born, raised, and bred in Africa? You want to know why? Because black Americans created this culture with what they do every day, what they went through with slavery, what they were already doing, the ones that were here before slavery, because not all of us came on slave ships and made this to what we are today, bro. It is not no debate. The way we dance, the way we move. People been rapping on music since the 40s, gospel music. That was the first signs of rappers with the jubilees and everything like that. You go to Pig B. Markham, he was rapping. You go to people breakdancing. These things are on video. Now, mind you, just because it got recorded on video those years, that don't mean the first time somebody did it in America, and you know this. Black Americans, we don't act like nobody. We don't talk like nobody. We don't sound like nobody. Our accents are different, and ours go region to region, state to state, really city to city sometimes. I'm in H-Town when somebody from Dallas talk, they don't even sound like me. Or I don't sound like them. It's cultural, it's city to city, it's jurisdiction to jurisdiction. In some cities, certain neighborhoods got different accents, just keeping it all the way 1,000 to a certain extent. They for sure got their own slang. This is what black Americans do. That's why when it comes to rap and hip hop, we keep recreating it, reinventing it, and we keep putting things out there that let you know that this comes from our soul and what we do in our everyday life. That's what people talk about, city to city, state to state. That's why every city that has a prominent black community that was able to make it in the rap game, they have their own sounds, they have their own lingo, they have their own storylines, and that's just what that is. There's nothing to debate about this. I don't know what this issue is with Busta Rhymes and other people trying to take American creation away from black Americans, because let's keep this all the way 1,000. We know black Americans created all these music genres, bro. Hip hop is a spinoff of rock and roll and disco. All black created genres of music, bro, when we talking about the roots of it and the structure of these things. Just because we don't own the music business don't mean that it didn't create it for my everyday lifestyle. Just keep this all the way 1,000. How come Joe Rogan knows this and said this on his podcast for people who want to debate this? And they'll go back and say this is the first rap song him and that guy Jelly Roll, but we got niggas out here, or supposed to be dying niggas, that want to argue and debate it. That makes entirely no sense to me. Busta Rhymes did not get on talking about that he was Jamaican, talking about that he was oh, I'm from this tribe, or I'm West Indian. You got on acting like a New York nigga, bro. That's what we saw you as. Even if you said you was Jamaican, you didn't come out and promote that. You didn't come out and talk with the Jamaican accent. You dressed, you had your own little style and things like that, and imagery and stuff, but you was doing what American niggas was doing, bro, in New York. That's what we always looked at you as, bro. Even if you were Jamaican and you might have let it be known you Jamaican or do Jamaican representation, but you even said yourself right there, they helped you start repping this, and now it's just like whoever niggas is in front of, they be convenient to say what they need to say for that moment. And I'm not with that. The facts is the facts. We have these platforms now. We not letting them take hip hop away from us and its creation coming from us through our lineage in America. That's just what that is, bro. This is not no hate speech. This is not no hate group. This is not no we just try to tear people down. We just got to keep the narrative all the way factual. That just is what that is. This is not no beef. This is not no plex. This is not, oh, we got to get out here and do something. No, my nigga, we just speaking the facts. And I'm willing to talk to people about it. Show me what we doing that came from other people that is anything of significance when it comes to black American culture today that wasn't going on over here centuries ago, that we built up and created. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.